I've got to lose some weight, maybe, 20, 30, maybe even 40 pounds, and I've got to do it in a hurry. Nah, it's not on doctor's orders, and I'm certainly not trying to get into shape for the swimsuit season. Instead, the reason is far more personal than any of that. You see, the invitation just came in the mail, and my 25th high school reunion is fast approaching.
It's time now for Off the Wall with award-winning journalist and Christian author Doug Wahl. Listen to what your life reveals about the Bible through essays and commentaries on the world we live in, the people we are, and the God we serve. Now from Wilmington, North Carolina, here's Doug Wahl.
They say high school is forever. I don't know about that. I mean, that cliche, of course, means that the person you were during those 3 or 4 years, depending on if you entered high school in the 9th or 10th grade, stays with you for the rest of your life, as if somehow your identity was sealed when you were just 16 years old. For better or worse, and honestly, it has to be for the better, most of us have changed. And every 5 years or so, we get to see firsthand how much growth and maturity has taken place. Not talking physically here, although obviously you notice that type of thing at a reunion. Instead, I'm talking about spiritually and emotionally. As I said at the top, the invitation to my 25th just came in the mail, class in 91, if you're trying to do the math. But it's going to happen in late August in Michigan, and my son is already going to be back in school. And what do? Do I take him out of class on a Thursday or a Friday and get him in a plane and we fly up there just so I could see people I haven't talked to in 25 years? Honestly, I'm probably not going to make it, which means I'll miss out. I won't be able to catch up with the old friends, like the gang from elementary. Those guys were more than classmates. They were the kids down the street, teammates in Little League, even belonged to the same Cub Scout pack. With them, I didn't just share a school. We actually shared a childhood. It would have been nice to see how they all turned out. By contrast, I hated junior high. Many people did. But all the same, I'd like to reconnect with those folks as well. Suddenly in the 7th grade, there were girls, new girls we'd never seen in pigtails or first communion dresses or shared a box of crayons with, girls who didn't feel like sisters. We passed them notes. We worked up the nerve to call them. We even asked them to go with me. That's what we called it back in the day. Will you go with me? And then they dumped us, or we dumped them. And from start to finish, the entire romance lasted about a week. It would have been cute to see them again. High school meant even more new people and secondhand cars and drinking and partying and breaking curfew and sneaking out and lying to our parents. In 3 years, your clique went from simply being a group of friends to a gang of accomplices. They were the folks who helped you get away with it. Going back would have given me the chance to thank them. But most of all, there's one person I really wanted to see. He's someone I've lost touch with over the years, someone who regrettably got left behind. You see, maybe the reunion is my missed opportunity to catch up with the kid I used to be. Do you know what I'm talking about here? Seriously, what happened to the person I used to be? Just think of the last time this group was all together, the caps and the gowns, the pomp and circumstances. Do you remember the hopes and the dreams? We all had them, big ones too. We were a group of teenagers going places, not just off to college, but really we were setting off to conquer the world. The 25th reunion was supposed to be our victory party, the crowning achievement when we got to spike the ball and do the touchdown dance and tell each other we've made it. For the guys, it was also going to be the place when the hottest girls finally confessed their secret crush, too. That's just always been in the back of my mind. Yes, some probably made it closer than others, and to be sure, we've all known great joy and happiness along the way, but none of our paths went exactly as planned. All of us encountered a bump or two on the journey. And always, no matter what the circumstances, there was always something to worry about. I wonder why no one ever mentioned that on graduation day. Worry about the mortgage, worry about the career, the stock market, the marriage, the children. Worrying about the future. So mostly, I really wish I could go back and have an encounter with that kid who was so beautifully unaware. I miss him, his wide-eyed innocence and optimism, the one who believed in potential and purpose. Maybe by going back to the past, I could borrow a little of his confidence to help me get through the future. I can't possibly be alone on this. In part, isn't that really why so many of us pack up our bags, travel across the country, lose the weight, and get Botox? We go back because no matter what we've accomplished or overcome or how far we've moved away or even how many new friends we've made, there really is honestly nothing like being around people who knew us when we were young. Hopefully the big 25th reunion will indeed be a victory party. The class of 91 deserves that. After all, they get to celebrate a lesson that is 2.5 decades in the making. You see, we finally learned that it is somehow simultaneously possible to love a group of people for who they used to be and to love them even more for the individuals that they're still in the process of becoming. I'm Doug Wahl in Wilmington, North Carolina. God bless.
You've been listening to Off the Wall on Desert Radio AZ.